Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Theresa, but you can call me Cat. This is going to be February. To get out of bed. February astrological reading for Cancer. Which I need to find. No. No. There it is. Here we go. Cancer. So the spread that I'm doing for February is my Yin-Yang Relationship Check-In. And they've been turning out to be dealing with timelines. Now, I'm using my music deck that I made for myself. If you want one, it's free. You just need 10 pages of some kind of cardstock or whatever paper you want to print it out. And I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot. So the way that this works is there's 3 cards from one deck, and then on the opposite side I'll pull the bottom of the deck, and then 3 cards, and then the opposite. This was stuck in between my music deck cards. It's from the Mini Rider weight. I keep them in the same box, but because the box is big enough for the smaller cards to keep their elastic band around them, it wouldn't have gotten in there in the box. It must have been the last time I used the 2 decks together, so that obviously happened for a reason. So we're going to be looking at that card too. And then I'm going to get some charms out of my bucket o' charms for an overview for what the reading is specifically about. Although they all have something to do with timeline shifts in some way. Alright, so Cancer ruled by the moon, if you weren't aware of that. I didn't even say for these videos it's for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, but it's like whatever energy you're getting affected by related to Cancerian energy or the moon. When you see this video. Alright, so let me take the bottom of the deck here. So the 3 of Pentacles, and whatever this is. And put this away. And we have the Chariot. This is the second time this card has come out in these readings. Although it was upside down the last time I saw it, but it was still on this side. But it doesn't really matter. It's just somewhat arbitrary. I'm probably going to start on this side. Let's see what this reading's about. I wasn't sure I was going to record this today because I'm very low energy because I have what seems like a urinary tract infection. And I pinpointed some of the psychosomatic cause behind it, and I'm just trying to deal with it at this point. But it's hard to lie down and rest when I have to keep getting up and going pee and drinking water. But we'll get there. Ooh. That one attacked my shirt. Supposed to get like one more. Just pick one out of the box. Okay. Alright. So right away I see I have... This is my train crossing. I drew a train behind the X to make it obvious that it was a train crossing sign. So not only do I have the Chariot in this reading, but I also have the train crossing. Right? You better stop this car because that train's fucking barreling right through. I should be focused. I have it to about here. And I'm going to hold up the stuff back here that's going to be blurry. Alright. I have the yin-yang, which Dahoy, because we started out with the Yin-Yang Relationship Check-In reading. So we're dealing with the balance of light and dark, masculine and feminine energy, good and evil, hot and cold, dry and moist, and any other polarities. So I have the egg. I keep hearing new egg. There used to be like a computer parts website called New Egg, I think. You could buy computers on there. It's cracked. Ooh, hang on, I gotta get something. I gotta get a thing. A thingy. A fiendish thingy. Ooh, I haven't played with my yo-yo in a while. The egg. I didn't make this, my brother gave it to me. I think it was my brother that gave it to me. It's like really heavy resin little dragon egg. Somebody gave it to me. Really realistic the way that egg chip's coming off though. Okay, so we have the egg. Huevos. And in conjunction with the egg, I have the seed of life here. It's germinating. And of course, if we have the masculine and the feminine energy together inside of the shell here, because there's a ring around there, we have... This is not an egg you're going to be making for breakfast. This is germinated. It's... there's a zygote in there. Now, I have the feminine energy here. Right. So we have, in like the yin-yang energy, we have a spot of white in the dark here. And my masculine energy figure is white with a dark spot in the center. Right. So we're looking specifically at the feminine energy here in terms of fertilization. And we have a chariot, and I also have these high heels here. Clickety-clack. Something fancy. But also a little bit of like these boots are made for walking. I'm going somewhere decadent in a hurry. Right, I'm putting my... Like, all of a sudden, there's this awards event that I need to go to, or all of a sudden there's a big business meeting, or all of a sudden I'm late to go to a wedding or something like that. And although technically this is something I hadn't thought of with this high-heeled shoe before. Right, this looks like a modern quote-unquote women's high-heeled pump. Originally, high heels were worn by, like, Persian horsemen. They were, like, to hold the stirrups in the horse, in the saddle. So if I am pairing this with the chariot anyway, it means we're riding on the horse fast enough that we need extra get up and go. Essentially, it's like, dig in your heels, losers. This train isn't stopping. And we have the sword here. If I can hold it without dropping it. Alright? This is essentially the Ace of Swords. And I want the feminine to be holding this. Where the Empress takes on the role of the High Priestess. So we're dealing with Hierophant energy, which is a marriage. It can be a marriage card, but it's also like a universal download. It's the union of the physical and the non-physical, as above, so below. Inverted charms, interesting, the letter. She wrote me a letter, did you pity me, you my baby, anyway. But it's not, it's inverted. It's like the time for passing notes to each other under the table is done. Like, If you want this truth to come through, you need to hot-foot it in there and create a viable new tactic. Inverted, I also have this mer person with the long flowing hair. Now, this could be like a transformative thing. It could be like, it's also giving me like sitting on the fence energy, but in terms of the emotions, right? It's half and half. Right? It's like you can't be in communication with your person or the other half of your own identity in a sort of lazy sort of way. You know, it's like, oh, well, I'm just going to text you and we're going to call it a relationship. Or I'm just going to tell myself that I'm healing without actually sitting in my emotions and doing the work. And then I'm going to wonder why my inner child isn't letting me go about my business. Or why my ego is still sabotaging me. It's because you can't just text your ego an eviction notice and then not do the healing work. And here it's like you've got to, it's like you can't just, you know, fart a couple of bars and fake it. You have to either shit or get off the pot. And it's in a hurry. And we're also dealing here with this feminine energy, and I think it's because there's this idea of something. It's like the hot new album is about to drop, and it's like somebody who didn't know they were pregnant and finds out that they are delivering the baby, or they find out like 22 weeks in that they're pregnant and they thought they just had a lot of burritos. You know, it's like whatever is growing is going to come to fruition quickly, and at that point you can't take any half steps. All right. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, and peace will guide the planet. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. So Cancer somehow being, well, I mean, I think everybody's being affected by Uranus going retrograde in Taurus, which is what rules the Hierophant, while Mars is in Taurus on January 14th, which is actually the day that I'm recording this. But there's after effects going on in February because of the post shadow and because it's like a huge shift. Because Saturn and Jupiter and Mercury are in Aquarius when that happens, and Mercury is going retrograde January 30th. So when for the approximate time period that this reading starts, i.e. February, Mercury's freshly retrograde, and there's this, the sword is here, but what's going on is it's not delaying stuff, it's saying we're working on something that's been ongoing, which is another thing that Mercury does, is it sort of it goes back to something that happened in the past. What happened in the past, energy's coming together. And when that Mercury energy goes into retrograde, it's like a reverb. It's recursive, right? That's the recursion is how bridges shake apart. And we're saying, you know, if you keep trying to text it, you're going to blow up. You're literally, like physically, literally going to blow up your phone. You need to deliver this kind of a message in a hurry in person. All right, so let's see what this mystery card is that plopped into the reading, right? The 2 decks of cards, and this is the egg, and we're going to crack it open. the Four of Swords. This is the recovery. And it's also like, wake up. There's a song that's from the 90s that's in one of Weird Al's polkas, and I don't know. Let me get. I need a charm out here. And I don't know what the real song is enough to like know who sings it, because I didn't listen to a lot of that music when it was happening. But it's like, and then the lyrics is like getting up and putting on your makeup and stuff like that. She's leaving home, bye bye. Now I can't remember the lyrics to that one either. There's a little bit of the Beatles there. I'm looking for a specific charm in the box. I mean, I have like 195 charms now, so it takes a little bit longer to find one when I'm looking for it. But the Four of Swords in general is 13 broken down into 4. It's after the battlefield being death, and then the Four of Swords comes in. It's the soldier who's just like, I need a little R&R. I'm gonna go take a nap in my armor in the cathedral and have some quiet meditative time and get my head clear. Like, I need a minute. I've got to, it's like, it's not minute, it's like I'm taking a minute to fortify. I'm re-upping, I'm leveling up. I'm in the elevator going up to the next level, essentially. Where the hell? I still haven't found this charm. Because that means I'm supposed to be talking about the Four of Swords for a little bit longer. But considering that, like, a letter won't do, the idea that the Four of Swords is there, it means that this knight that just came back from battle is about to, as soon as he's done with his, Hail Marys there, he's gonna be given a fresh horse and kicked out the door and told to get his ass into the kingdom and tell all the people. Tell the people that you see, it's just me. Where the hell is my fucking thing that I'm looking for? I'm telling you, it's going to be the last one in the pile, or it's going to be the one that fell on the floor that I didn't actually find yesterday. Where is it? Where is the body? I thought it was a fairly sizable charm, but I'm not going to be able to find it. That is infuriating to some degree. It probably doesn't matter. I made myself a Weird Al charm and now I can't find him. Fuck. Where you at, Holmes? Oh, here he is. Okay, there. Good Weird Al. Okay. It's like the Mercury retrograde is like a remix or something that's been reworked in a different style. So if Mercury retrograde isn't going to delay whatever is coming through in a hurry for Cancer, it's remixing an energy that was already at play. And what is a remix? Recombinant. All right. So in some cases, it's the same music, but the words have been changed. And in other cases, it's the same lyrics, but now it's a polka instead of like angry white boy music. Okay. So we've got the dragon, and we've got extra shit in this reading. And Weird Al and that. Okay. What is the Four of Swords energy? Libra? Something Libra? No. Yes, it's traditionally... traditionally Jupiter in Libra. I've changed it to Neptune, which is why there's the subconscious is at play, and that's what has to, where the sort of unknown resonance comes in as well. Okay, so the crossover energy from the music cards is the Three of Pentacles. This is overload. And here, look at this. I'm erecting something new. It's lifting up out of the emotional waters, which makes sense for Cancer. The crossover here, the Chariot, which I already mentioned, which is Cancer energy. Three of Pentacles. Mars in Capricorn. Okay, so we have Saturnine energy, Martian energy, Sagittarian Jupiter energy, potentially in the past, which is now remixed into Neptunian energy, which is actually the Hanged Man. And the Four of Swords is a lower vibration of the Hanged Man, right? It's like instead of actively standing on your head waiting for that download, it's I'm just going to lie down for a while and I'm going to sleep on it. It's a little more passive. But here it's like just when we thought it wasn't worth it, you know, it's like that zombie hand coming up out of the ground. Alright, so what else have we got here? Queen of Pentacles. Damn, that's a rapid uptick, right? That train is not stopping for anything. Go immediately from the 3 to the 13. Transformation of manifestation. And this is Three of Pentacles, typically new plans. Now what's interesting is when that song is playing in the movie Dirty Dancing, which is what that scene is from, it's like, let's stop dicking around in this abandoned camp cabin. That would be the letter. We're actually going to go out and practice what we need to be doing. Driving there in the car, in the chariot, and getting the work done, making it solid and manifest. And this is what happens. Look at all this solar energy there. Queen of Pentacles. Sagittarius and Capricorn. So again, with that Jupiter energy that was over here. Ace of Rods. Damn, son. That's also core energy. And of course, here we have core strength. There should be flopping upside down. She's holding that tension in the core. Like holding that strength in the core. And then we have Six of Pentacles inverted. Okay. Six of Pentacles inverted. This is a lot of Pentacles energy, too. Six of Pentacles inverted. Okay, so the Moon in Taurus. So Moon inverted tells me Sun, so we're dealing with an eclipse. Now, I've also, in these other readings, I've gotten the idea that there's something going on with an eclipse in February. I don't know when it is. I think there's something going on the 17th. But it seems to me that the new moon should be earlier in the month than that. But there is this idea of there's an ecliptic kind of energy. And then there's the idea of Taurus again, which rules the Hierophant. It's also, I mean, Taurus can also be hedonism, too. This is typically the masculine energy is heart center open. But here it's like I am abundant enough to give to other people in a way that creates growth. But here it's sort of like I'm not giving up anything, or I only want to give to people if they're going to come party with me and I can be like, you know, in this sort of party atmosphere. But this is like, we're not dicking around over here. you know, it's like you need to take this in your hand, this core drive, and get your ass in gear, because this feminine energy here, right, is ready to drop what this new thing here. And you know, it's like, get that ambulance to the hospital because the baby's coming. You need to stop you need to come in from playing paintball with your buddies and get your goddamn hands on that shift stick, kind of. And I'm not saying it's like only men are holding it up. It's a masculine energy. It's a linear patterned energy. It's it has to be in a certain box kind of energy. It's like, I'm only doing what I've done before kind of energy, because that's what I know. It's not like, oh, let's do this and see what happens. I was going to say, there has to be something else to that, but I guess I'll just look at this over here. Alright, so let's see what's on this other side. The Four of Cups inverted. Okay, so this is Play Something Sweet, aka Brickyard Blues, by Three Dog Night. Play something sweet. Play something funky. Just let me lay back and sing like I'm okay. Where's it sit? Play something I can understand. Play me some Brickyard Blues. Now, interesting that Four of Cups coming in inverted. Very much similar energy to this Six of Pentacles inverted. I see a 10 total, which tells me there's being a transformation. I'm not giving emotionally because of... I haven't given emotionally in the past, which would be this upright, because of apathy and everything seems like it's crap. But here, it's like this Ace of Rods is like a clue by four to this energy, saying, nah, you haven't seen that, you need to take this cup now. Four of Cups energy is moon, moon. Moon, moon. And now it's bringing in inverted the sun energy. So again, right next to the Chariot, there's this idea of an eclipse that's going to happen. Eight of Wands, bring it on home to me. I'm not surprised to see that in this reading, because I had the Chariot, I had this high-heeled shoe for the stirrups for the horse, the train's not stopping, and this Ace of Rods here being like, it's like, I can't stop thinking about it, I can't stop wanting it. I have this insane desire to go out and do this thing, and I don't know why, and it's like forcing me to be more active in a way when I just want to be in my own play world, you know, having a good old time. It's like, I don't want to go out on a quest. But this is fast communication, rapid action, and I believe that's Sagittarian. Mercury and Sagittarius, yes. So the Mercury retrograde energy is pushing whatever's hanging in this system, whatever's not been coming through is going to be forced through. Right? Toot sweet. Seven of Pentacles inverted, which is impatience. Saturn in Taurus. Now, normally Seven of Pentacles inverted would be a bad thing, right? So we have patience. Said women take it slow. Well, Guns N' Roses there, but it's like, okay, my garden is taking a long ass time to grow. It's the card after this. So I'm not surprised to see the 6 and the 7 inverted. And what is that? An internal transformation of You know, I am taking my sweet time coming around to completing whatever energy is sitting in this dynamic. And over as February kicks off, it's like it's a day at the races over here. It's, you know, gentlemen, start your engines. No lines, no waiting, everyone out. You know, the last one to bring their message to their person is a rotten egg. So that's either something that Cancer is going to be doing, or they're the recipient, the Queen of Pentacles, the recipient of the message of this incoming knight, who should be the Emperor here. But he's very green. This is like the Emperor running into the Pentacles kingdom, and that's the energy that needs to come through. Okay. So, if you want to get a personal reading, which makes sense why this reading could not wait until I had more rest. I was like hemming and hawing about doing readings today because, again, my body keeps trying to force me to rest because I seem to not do that. That's what I get for having sun sign Capricorn. But my ascendant is Cancer, so this reading was like, you shall not wait, you shall read me now. I think that's kind of ish in focus. So the complete list of readings that I offer and how much they cost is in the description box down below this video. And if you're not interested in looking down there, you can email me, thecatcamebackatcamp@gmail.com, and I'll also get you that list. All of these points of contact links are through my link tree, which I've changed my sign so it actually says it on there now. Linktree, linktr.ee/CATtheMinion. And I've got coloring books and a dark poetry book over here on Amazon. I have got put this up here so you can actually see. I'm trying to pimp my friend's merch here. Still not. Nope. Still not tall enough. I gotta get it higher. I'm gonna put it in the frame. There we go. Pimping my friend's stuff. There we go. Okay. So, my stuff is coloring books, poetry, and I have merch on Cafe Press, prints on DeviantArt, and actual art items and gifts on Etsy. I have my chapbook packs, which are like synchronicity stimulus packets. There's little books with writing in it. There's art cards, and some of it has numbers on it too, and little writings and whatever. It's all randomized, and so any two of them are going to be different. And t-shirts and stuff, prints like postcards and canvases and photo prints, and there's mugs and coasters and stuff too. And then yes, okay. It's like interrupting myself. If you want to help donate, if you want to help keep my channel running, you can donate. You can tell that I'm not doing well because I'm screwing this whole thing up. PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Check out my playlists tab, my discussion tab, and stay groovy. And we'll see you later. Bye.